Hi, I'm Daryl.
And I'm Mindy.
And we're the two
Food
trippers. Welcome to Bucharest,
Romania.
Romania. Why Romania?
Why not Romania? That's what we said. We are here 3 weeks so far, and we really like it.
It's really a cool place. I mean, I think when you walk around here, you see the decay, these beautiful Beaux-Arts buildings everywhere you look, just with a combination of some communist high-rises thrown in.
Yeah, it happens. So we love the architecture here. We've really been enjoying a lot of the food. We've been eating local food, fancy food, some high-end. We had a high-end meal at The Artist, an excellent restaurant.
Oh yeah, very gastronomic meal.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I lose faith, and then it comes back with some really great dining, and they did some really wonderful food at The Artist.
And we've gone to the big market here.
Yeah, there's a big market over at Piazza Obor.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's sort of an endless stream of produce, and then another floor devoted to meats and all sorts of different crazy stuff. I think
Dessert.
The dessert, they have this one dessert called, and it may sound a little weird, called placente, and it's just this wonderful little cake that they make.
Yummy.
And Mindy thought it was yummy, and then so did I.
It says two food trippers approved.
They also have this thing called mici. Mici. It's
a sausage.
It's kind of like a little uncased sausage that's very popular here with French fries.
That's not your favorite meat here.
What is my favorite meat here? Ah, yes.
Yeah,
For those of you who understand a lot of great pork products, this is one of the homes of the Mangalitsa pig, and they have these beautiful Mangalitsa steaks. And we had a wonderful Mangalitsa terrine yesterday at The Artist.
Yeah, we did. And we've had a lot of traditional food too, from soups like borscht and stuffed cabbage.
Oh yeah,
it's good stuff.
It's good stuff. But what are we doing now?
But
oh my god. Oh my god. Oh geez.
The food's really good here, but there's one thing that's really great. You know what it is?
Once again, coffee. I would say, how do we get to be such coffee fanatics?
Well, when we met, you didn't drink coffee. Now you're a coffee connoisseur. Code word for snob. Well, I've drank coffee a long time. You did not drink coffee when we met 10 years ago, and now you're like the biggest coffee connoisseur that I know.
Mindy, you corrupted me.
I did. I'm okay with that, though. So we came here, and we went to our first coffee cafe, and we're like, wow, the coffee here is so good. It was a place called Origo. Turns out they're the original third wave coffee shop here in Bucharest, and they have awesome internet. We're like, wow, we'll never find a place as good as here.
And they also roast really great coffee too.
Yeah, there's that. But every time we go to a new coffee shop, we're like, wow, this one's good too. Right now we're at Coftale, one of our 10 or so favorite coffee shops in the city.
Don't be deceived by the name. This is a really cool coffee shop. Beautiful patio, which is something you see all over Bucharest. Beautiful inside. There are all these wonderful properties, these Beaux-Arts buildings all over the place. And for some reason, they must be like nothing to rent, because
cheap as dirt.
Cheap as dirt to rent, because what you'll see are all these wonderful cafes. They're serving great coffee, and they're open late.
And they have streaming internet.
The best internet in the world. But it's made just a great place to live and to hang out and to get a lot of work done, which we do. And the coffee's great. It's really all about the cafe culture here in Bucharest.
We're going somewhere, and that somewhere is taking very, very good and fresh local ingredients, taking the old recipes and reinvent them, rethink them for the tastes of people who know about food and of people who just want to experience good food.
We have so many other places. We have so many coffee shops. We have new and old restaurants with traditional food, gastronomic type of spots. Old and new coexist very easily, so you can find new place and old places right across each other and with very different taste.
It's special because of the ingredients. Here you can eat the best tomatoes ever. And having good cheese from my mother and tomatoes from my mother and some olive oil and some oregano, and then you're gonna be set for lunch.
Where do you see the future of cuisine in Bucharest? Where is it going?
I hope it will have more guests that want to stay a bit more, have the will to explore more and to discover and to find the hidden gardens and the cafes and the restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to do in Bucharest besides drink coffee. That's what we mostly do. But they have the palace. Wow.
Yeah, there's this parliamentary palace. Okay, it was built by Ceausescu, the former dictator who was deposed in, I believe, 1989.
That's what I hear.
From Bucharest, and like he built this palace that looks like it should have been built in like 1650, but
It's huge.
It's huge. It's apparently the second biggest government building in the world.
Wow.
There are a number of museums. There's this beautiful museum that honors the famous composer George Enescu.
The Contemporary Art Museum.
The Contemporary Art Museum.
There's a Jewish museum. So many museums.
There was a lot of Jewish culture here. Unfortunately, that many of the Jews were persecuted and were basically exterminated many years ago. So it's one of those places. It's seen its share of war. It's seen its share of poverty, communism. But I think it's a city that is really on the rebound right now.
I would have to agree with you.
And one to really check out. I think if you're going to come to Bucharest, there is a nice little old town. There's a lot of party joints all over the city. But I think what you want to do is you want to walk. You want to appreciate the architecture. Find a cafe.
A hidden garden. Preferably a cafe with a hidden garden, kind of like where we are now at Coftale. That's the real win.
And not only that, but there's also some great places like Aquarella, where there's this sort of design movement where they're using umbrellas all over the place. I don't know what the significance of the umbrellas is.
It's just fun.
It's just fun. But those are the kind of things you would expect in Bucharest. There's a great little work cafe we've been using called Beans and Dots.
M60 is a good one.
M60 is a wonderful cafe. There are other cafes too.
Artichoke Cafe is a good one.
Artichoke Cafe is great. With Artichoke, you have this view of this old church. It's really, really nice. You can sit outside. Once again, fiber internet everywhere. Then you can go to a cafe like Diane 4, which it's this another old, dilapidating building, but it's kind of a regal, almost Viennese experience, but crumbling. You sit back. You enjoy some wonderful sort of garden culture in the urbane madness. And I think just really live. And I think that's what we're really all about. I think the thing to come to Bucharest for is just some of the greatest cafes in the world.
And just hang.
And relax.
I think that's what we're going to do today.
I think that's what we should do right now. So I think we'll get going. For Daryl.
And Mindy.
We're the two.
Food.
Trippers. Please give us a little thumbs up on YouTube. Please subscribe, and we will continue to make videos for you, our loyal, faithful audience. So we eat.
We travel.
We eat and travel. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.